let's make Woof. There's a mystery waiting on the workbench tonight. A loose little wire or a belt too tight. If it squeaks, if it shakes, if it just won't go, we'll tear it down and find out what it knows. Measure it, mend it, put that part to the test. Keep what works and upgrade all the rest. From a pile of parts to something running right. Captain Kearn is in the workshop tonight. Workshop Wednesdays, come on, let's go! Break it, learn it, make it better than before. Workshop Wednesdays, pull up a chair! We're making, fixing, laughing. See you there. Turn the wrench, tune the bed, let the hot end sing. You never know what the next repair will bring. Maybe it's a rescue, maybe something new. Maybe one small problem turns to 22. No shame in starting over, no fear of asking why. The best ideas get better every time we try. Fix it? Let's try it. Upgrade? All right. Worth saving? We're finding out tonight. Workshop Wednesdays. Come on, let's go! Break it, learn it, make it better than before. Workshop Wednesdays. Pull up a chair! We're making, fixing, laughing. See you there on Workshop Wednesdays with Captain Kearn.
And Saturday mornings, I got to come up with an intro for the morning shit.
I was thinking
Sorry for the S-bomb first thing, but dang. Good morning, Jonathan. How are you?
Good morning. Doing good.
You look about as good as I feel right now.
I know. I need a haircut
Kat.
too.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Howie, Viper, Da Vinci. Can't see all the chat right now. Everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, guys, we're you guys get a different view of me this morning. I decided to change things up. We actually have a different camera as well. Bing! Oh, geez. Look, my better side. Yeah. What does this button do? I don't know. This button doesn't do anything anymore. I changed it all. Uh-oh. Now it is pointing at Johnny 5. I don't know why it's pointing at Johnny 5. Hello. Okay, that's fun. Hey, over here, camera. Yo, thank you. You was about to mention the song. Yes, I know. Everybody's about to mention the song. The song is, I broke it. The captain breaks everything. Brian the Science Guy had a 10-hour print, nearly ran out of filament on me. You know, that always stinks. But there is a solution to that. There are many devices out there these days. It's called filament runover. And yeah, they work really well. I use it all the time on my Ace Pro. But yeah, so I have a project going on, and I'm going to be working on it today while we chat with you guys and talking to you while I'm doing it, explaining what I'm doing. I kind of, you know, I've hinted at it in social media. It is a paid promotion product. Just to let you guys know, the electronics they were sponsored by by 3D Mellow. Gotta get that one right. And it's a fun project. We're turning an Ender 3 Max Neo into an Ender wire. It's not something it's done every day, but it's a fun thing to do. And it saves an old piece of hardware, turns it into something a little bit more modern. And it doesn't cost a lot of money either. And if you haven't, get yourself a Maker Mode mug from the merch shop. Nice tumbler, guys.
I got the Maker Mode shirt on.
Maker Mode shirt, yeah. I actually don't even own any of my own Maker Mode shirts. I got to order some. Good morning, Vince. Good morning, John. Good morning, Brian. I'm waiting for a painkiller to kick in, so I'm rambling at the moment. I was out here cleaning up and moving things around, and I wrenched my back, and it was already hurting. And I'm like, oh, God, this sucks. So for those of you that stuck around last night, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. It was a new format, and it was an interesting podcast having all the ladies on. So it was, it was good. You put the new Mellow board in the V0 last night. Went smooth. That's very nice. Mellow makes some interesting electronics and a lot of really cool mods for your printers. So go check them out. I wish I had a code to give you guys, but they haven't generated one for me yet. Come on, Mellow guys. Come on, give it to me. I suppose I could, hook you guys up with my AliExpress code. I'm an official AliExpress influencer now. Did you know that? How's the bruise? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I haven't looked. It hurts, though. My side is killing me. For you all that don't know, I actually backed into my 4-inch vise over there yesterday, and that did not feel good. But we're printing more. Wrong camera. You know what? Camera, follow me. We're printing more of the Wall of Hope for the Stand Up to Cancer event coming here in just 4 days. 4 days, guys. We have the plain bricks, which are $10 and below. The $20 bricks are going to represent anything $20 up to $60. And then we're going to have these are the brown bricks supposed to represent gold. Those are anything up to $100. And then I've got some special bricks that I'm going to be printing that are going to be $100 to $250. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I do have an Amazon affiliate link. I just haven't got all that stuff straightened out yet to get everything set up. So, but yeah. And just so you guys know, I don't want to shill too much here, but we do have a little bit of a DoorDash situation here now. And during next week's marathon, if you guys want to, hold off, give me a few bucks so I can actually order some nice cool treats in the hot heat during the marathon next week. I can get me some DoorDash Dairy Queen. Yeah. Brian, you send me what filament you're ordering and I will get you an affiliate link for it. So just to let you guys know, so Mellow provided to me the board that they provided is the Fly C5 board, which has the onboard camera. You're being rude. Show the face, not the belly. I know I'm fat. You come on now. Jeez. Let's pull this stuff out. But the Mellow C5 board has an onboard MCU. It's actually not. It's a little card here. And yeah, it's going to be fun to play with this. And we're also going to be showcasing Mellow's auto configurator, which I was introduced to the other night. And it's actually pretty fun and it's super simple to use. So let's see what we've got going on in chat. Cool. There we go. All right. So let's go to, on me anyway, let's go to the build cam. Build. Yep. No build. Build's dead. This dang camera. Come on. Wake up. You can do it. There we go. Look at that. Look at that beautiful build. It's we did it in purple and yellow. In purple and yellow ABS Plus provided by Central 3D Printing. And I'm going to shill all day long for my buddy Matt at central3dprinting.com. We did start on like this build, like I said, a little while back. It's not a fresh build like the title says. So it is partially built already. And we're just going to work our way through it. Well, I check chat and talk to you guys and talk to Jonathan here. And you guys bring anything up and we'll just chat about it. You know? So, oh, God. So let me tip this sucker to the side while we can mount this EMS panel in. It took me a bit to actually figure out how these panels mount, by the way. Let's see. It's this one that I need to put heat sets in. And we have to do this a different way than normal because it doesn't fit in my heat set machine. JS installs. What's happening, man? How you doing? So we're going to use my portable soldering iron. And let me do this. You guys can kind of see what's going on. So I got this really old pencil iron from Radio Shack. This thing's almost 25 years old. Takes 4 AA batteries. Works really well. We're just going to use this to slowly put the heat sets in because it's got a really thin wall on this part. And what I did on the last one that I had to do this to is I put some glue on the backside so it doesn't split apart. Because like I said, it's very thin walled. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up at all. Yeah, it's probably, well, you guys can see it right there. See that? It's really thin walled right there where the heat sets go in. So what projects is everybody else working on? What are you guys doing? Morning, how's you do it? Anybody else got anything exciting they're working on? Doesn't necessarily have to be 3D printing related, just anything at all, really. I know Jonathan's building some a bracket.
Yeah, I'm working on that actually right now. Okay.
Getting his CAD skills up there.
Yeah. Actually, I think I might have one that's going to work.
What project am I not working on? Well, spit it out, man. Miss How She Do It's making lasagna. You gonna share with the class later? Lasagna. All right, so we need some M3 by something or another's.
Let's see.
You guys can't see this mess down here, can you? Obviously not, or else you'd be ridiculing me for it.
Actually, question for you, Cap, on supports. Should I use critical regions only on this thing? Do you know what I'm printing?
Yes,
or
I know what you're
not.
thinking.
Yeah, or not. Because I worry if I do that, that's not enough support.
No, I would not use critical regions only.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, more supports, I think, for that are going to be better. Let's send one.
I mean, you're going to be using, obviously, you're going to be using more filament, but
I don't. I'm at the point. I don't care.
Yeah, in the long run, you're going to be better off. Let's go back to the build cam.
There we go. All right, let's
switch in up to the NG. Oh, the NG to the NG tool changer. That's sick. That's actually not a big jump either, from what I was reading on that. It's, you know, a pretty easy thing. Now, this is, you know, so the design of this is pretty, you know, odd, because this whole piece would have fit on pretty much any build surface. I don't know why this was split in two, but it is what it is. And it's really, really difficult to get a screw in here to actually attach them. Much less actually get it screwed in.
Let's see.
That's what I was afraid of. It broke off.
Good. Do I think I'm going to need more filament? Yeah, let's go throw another roll in the dryer.
So I think what we're going to have to do, see, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the little tab here broke off. So I think what I'm going to do on this, instead of doing, I just put these heat inserts for absolutely nothing. I think I'm just going to CA glue it together. That's just a bad design.
That's
We're going to use this bottle.
over here.
No, we're not. I don't like that nozzle. You guys ever have that problem with glue? The nozzles end up plugging up, and then you've got to either cut the nozzle or drill it out.
Yes, that's a problem I have.
Even though you like clean the nozzle out, it tips over and plugs up anyhow. We'll waste so much, and it's ridiculous. So we're gonna put activator on that side. See if we can do this over where the camera is. Come on, you can do it. God, this stuff is so thick.
Yeah, yes.
Let that sit for a moment before I actually do anything with it. Make sure we got this the right direction. Line it up securely. Get glue on my fingers.
Okay.
Wipe my nose.
Okay, another roll of filament into a dryer.
Crap. It's not lined up, and it's already on. Well, that's just going to have to do. It's close. It's like 1/4 millimeter off, but you know what? That's all right. What's up, Gergman? Yeah, same thing. I use a nail or a pen. That's what I just did. I tell you what, that's a CA glue is one of my favorite things in the world.
CA glue is pretty awesome.
Gorilla Glue is great, but Gorilla Glue has a problem though. It's water activated. Ooh, Lord Almighty, we're gonna have to clean that tip out. Close enough for government work. Love it. Loctite gel is great stuff. Absolutely retro. Love Loctite. As a matter of fact, yeah, here's some the Gorilla Clear. And over here, I think, nope, that's some of the generic super glue. That's some of the generic gel. I have a full bottle of Loctite around here somewhere, unless one of my kids stole it, which is a real possibility. You know, children aren't.
Especially yours.
Oh, my kids aren't that bad. All kids do it, though. There we go. The lid goes on. Yay. Harbor Freight pick set, guys. Up at almost any register, $2. Sometimes they're $1.50. Comes with, I think, 5 picks, something like that. Oh, dear Lord. Nope, I put it on right. I was like, did I put this on wrong? All right, so let's mash this sucker in. These are a really tight fit. You know what? Originally I thought that these. Well, okay. You know, you're never going to get through one of my shows without me breaking something. I just did that. So we got to pull this out so we can put this part in. And then I'm just trying to do a dry fit here, for God's sakes. And you guys can't see a thing because the camera's on the other side. How can I fix this? Yeah, I can fit them back on with CA glue. But how can I fix this? Because I can't work on that side because it's just not, it doesn't fit my work the way in my workflow. Me has idea. Give me a moment, guys. This is a portable camera, so it is just a cell phone. We're going to go for a ride.
Ooh.
Ouch. You grab this. And we'll put this down here. Hey, look at that. That's so much better. Now you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. Hot dang. Except for the camera's a little crooked. There we are. Anyway, so what we need to do is we need to pop this back out, and we need to put that in there. T-nut. Which is going to be an interesting thing to do because we can't see anything to move it around. Oh, look, I lined it up pretty good. Wow, that is a really tight fit. I am truly afraid of breaking something here. There we go. I think I got it. I think I can. I think I can. We're putting everything in with washers on this. That way we can spread the load over the plastic, because this is, we're going to have electronics hanging down from this. So it's going to have a bit of load on it.
So right now I'm playing with one of those 3D scanner apps. We're gonna see how well this comes out.
You'll have to let me know. I'm very interested. I've only played with one a few years ago, and it worked okay.
Yeah,
we were talking earlier, by the way, chat, about 3D printing inserts for our shoes. Has anybody else thought of doing that? Instead of paying the outrageous prices that, you know, for the orthopedics. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All we got to do is add the one up here, and then, yeah, the EMS electronics mounts are done.
Come on.
But that means I got to actually flip this over.
Let that cool now.
And I got to be careful because there are no end stops on the Y on this at the moment. And I am so desperately short of M3x10 screws. I need to place an order this afternoon for some. I will never. I've been saying this for how many weeks now?
You've been saying it for the past couple of days that you need to order them.
Well, actually, how Brad and I have been talking about me having to order these things for like a month. And I just keep forgetting. So I will get those ordered today.
It's
not like they're a great expense. You know, it's like $6, you know, for like 100 of them. Welcome, David. How are you?
Let's see.
Oh, my. I know. We're going to put an M3 by 50 in that instead, you know? We'll just put a lot of washers on it. Maybe an M3 by 8. I don't know. I don't think an M3 by 8 is going to reach. M3 by 12s are a little bit too long. And I don't want to go with button heads because they just don't fit the aesthetic. Ah, there's one right there. Thank God it's the last one for this anyway. So has anybody else in chat? You just subbed on YouTube? Thanks again, Retro. Awesome. T1 PHS, thank you. Welcome. Just use one with 20 washers. Exactly. So has anybody else heard of anybody doing a 300 switch wire from an ender? Or a 300 switch wire at all? I have never heard of anybody doing a 300 switch wire. Perfect. Look at that. Nice, stable, solid. Let's bring this puppy up so you guys can see it in all of its glory. Did you guys look at that? Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, let's watch this thing print out.
I'm ecstatic to put this thing together. I honestly am. So for the moment, we're going to be using the standard Creality motors. I will eventually be upgrading these. I don't know which motors I'm going to be putting on it. And I would like eventually to upgrade it to a 48-volt system.
Thank you.
And then, of course, we will have to custom design an acrylic case for it. Because that's going to be a monster. If you guys have ever seen an actual switch wire, an enclosed switch wire, they are, you know, the standard switch wire is an enormously large machine as it is. Let me find a picture of it. There we are. Let me share screen for you guys.
I'm gonna.
So this is one of Physitech's machines. You know, this is a normal Ender 3 switch wire conversion. It's big. And that's a 256. It's a 220 plate, but it's actually a 250. No, 230, something like that build. This is a 300. The bed on it's actually 320 with a 300 printable surface. This is big, really, really big. Yeah, 235s. Thank you, Viper. I couldn't remember. It's 235 with a 220 full build surface. It's huge. Brad, you didn't need to do that. I already had them in my cart. I just haven't hit order. Thank you, buddy. God dang it. Just because I keep forgetting. Oh, my Lord.
How do I?
Brad, you're awesome, bud. I have about 2,000 M3 by 10s. So, I mean, M3 by 8s. So I don't need those. But do not, I'm going to let me buy my M3x6s, please. Please.
I'm not sure if I found another one.
So yeah, the orange one here, the orange and black is a really cool setup too. And I may end up doing something like this to the old original Ender. But the funny part is the actual enclosure costs more than the actual conversion. Yeah, M3x8s and M3x6s seems to be the screws that we use the most on everything. So
This one might be the one.
by the way, anybody wants to join the show, either DM me or DM Jonathan. He can get you the link too.
Yep.
We're just sitting here BSing, having a good time. Even if you want to pop in just for a little bit, you don't have to stick around for the whole show.
Yeah. Just printed one of Bearded Printer's rope bowls.
Aren't those cool?
They are. Got a few,
man.
but I wanted to use the Xylotech filament on this one. I'm like, because that actually looks really cool.
I actually want to print one of those. I'm going to go on a scroll chase for a moment. Show you this G-Tech filament. Switch cameras here. I don't know if you can see the co-extrusion on this.
No, not enough light. I don't think we can see it. You see the red, but it's...
Where's a flashlight? All right, really, where's all my flashlights? Let me go to, let's see, let's go to this camera. This one actually has a little bit better light around it. There we go. It's a red and black co-extrusion silk.
Ooh, that does look nice.
It is one of the cooler filaments I have ever. This one was sent to me by a viewer. I don't remember who. It might have been Mythic. I'm not sure. But I've only used a little bit of it, and it prints so pretty. I've been looking for the best project for it. And Brian, you were talking about rainbow filaments. This is Polymaker. This is one of the coolest Polymaker filaments out there. I can't remember which exact one it is. It's one of the Panchromas. But yeah, this is sick.
More like... So try this thing. I'll be back in a minute. Try this.
Yeah, it's rainbow, the pastel rainbow. And I do have, yes, thank you, Heidi. I do have if you guys are into Polymaker filament, I do have an affiliate link. It's actually well, they don't call it affiliate links anymore. We're partners now. Polymaker partner links. But yeah, that's semantics. Yes, Brad, no butt blocking in this stream, damn it. All right, let me go check the Discord, see if anybody's messaged me. Well, we got the mod message. Okay, I will. Yeah. Damn. All right, so we have more bricks printing over here. We just got done with the caps. Ooh, that's a nice hot plate. The end caps for the printer here. They go right here and right here on both ends. And let's go see what else we can do with this, because there's really no instructions. Now, so one of the things is the build for this doesn't have any end stops for the Y. Now, so I've got two options. I can either move this back and manufacture end stops, like I can just print off a couple more of these that I did on the Z for right here and right here. Or I can try to find out how they did it, because I don't, on his actual build, I don't see them. You booties itching to drop the ban hammer. All right. All right, Brad, I'm going to send you the file for Mjolnir. This is a remixed version of another gentleman's that I did because he got the actual engravings wrong. So I fixed it. He got the runes wrong. So I fixed it and I printed this a couple of years ago. It's really hard to print because of all the small detail on it. And even I couldn't get it done right. Mjolnir. Banhammer. That way you can put it in your back pocket and share your phone. All right, so what do we got? Let's go. So we have all this done. Is there anything else we need to put on the top while we're here other than the bed itself? So let me go look at the project. In case you guys haven't seen it yet, this is the actual project that we're doing. No, we're not sharing audio. This is Jack Miller's Trinity Nova Max Neo, version 1, Ender 3 Max Neo to Enderwire conversion. All the files are here. They all fit. There's no instructions whatsoever. You have to be, it's a very advanced project because of that. There's no CAD file either. So it's put it together and pray to God you can get it right. Better Mjolnir in your back pocket than the Makerworld squid. Oh my God. No, Heidi. Well, I don't know if you've seen that. I think we showed you the squid. I'm not sure if we showed you the squid. The squid has a very interesting shape to it. So let's see what we got here. And he remixed a couple of different projects, and this is all great stuff, honestly. But it's kind of hard to figure out, like I said, because there are no instructions. Steven Machado. Yes, I have to use the force during assembly. It's slightly egg-shaped plant, eggplant. I can't talk. Guys, how am I going to survive the next 11 days?
We'll find a way.
How am I going to do this? I'm just going to be a gibbering mess going, donate, donate. By the way, I just want you guys to know, everybody was screaming for me to show Ghostbusters stuff, including Brad. And I'm going to bring this up here. This is the second version, by the way. of the model that made me go viral. Hey, Bob, what's happening? Yes, normal streams, direct injections of caffeine. Slimer, yeah. I actually got the merch package from Sony. It's actually in the house. I wanted to bring that stuff out here, but there's no place to put it right now. So I could show it off to everybody. It's been on stream before when I was in the inside studio. But yeah, this is a remix of two different things. Yeah, my favorite character, Slimer. I love Slimer. Did we get raided? I didn't see a notification for a raid. Mythic, what's going on? How you doing? But I actually have some fun things planned up in between printer builds and stuff like that. Guys, we're going to make a mess here. Come here. And we're not going to open up the second tote. This is only the first tote. Well, this is the half full tote. But we are going to start putting this together. You guys know what this is, right? Anybody in chat want to guess what this is? Yeah? Anybody? This is one of two totes. Too small of a picture to tell. This is a half full tote, and there's a full tote. Brownie points and cookies to anybody that guesses. And Jonathan can't guess because he already knows. That is the Atlantis project, guys. That's the Atlantis City project. That is this project right here. It is just over 90% printed. And I'm finally going to start putting together in between printer builds.
Nice.
There's over 1,000 pieces to this. It's
Wow.
the largest not Lego set ever. Here's a true scale of how big it actually is. And we're going to be lighting it up with LEDs. Just give you, and this guy actually has real instructions and everything, so it's actually pretty cool. But we're going to do something similar to that. We started on this project, what, 9 months ago? 6 months ago?
Did you start that maybe right after Rocky Mountain?
Yeah. Something like that. And it was just after April. And there's 100+ hours of printing in that. Yes, all this time, Atlantis was lost in a tote underneath my workbench. But I have felt so bad for starting this project and never finishing it. And I've had a lot of people ask me about it. And I really want to finish it because I want to do fun things, not just printers. You know, the last few days of interviews and podcasts have really got me thinking about it. It's like, you know what? I want to do some actual printing and have some fun building stuff. So that's what we're going to end up doing. In between printer builds, we're going to do something big, fun. Today, there was another project. I'm a huge Stargate fan as well as Star Trek, Star Wars, all that stuff. There's a maker on Maker World who did a 2.5 foot tall working Stargate that takes over 200 hours of printing. Yeah. Stand by. I got to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. That would have been substantially embarrassing. Hey, camera. I'm over here, idiot. Come on, camera. Follow. Camera, what are you doing? It doesn't like it. You should print your favorite Star Trek character, Chewbacca. Absolutely. And then you could print Darth Vader's right-hand man, Worf. Ah, my dear. Let's see how much trouble we can get in with the actual community. Hey, I am enough of a sci-fi fan that I can say these things and get in trouble and laugh about it. Who is Squid? Why are you what? Don't forget to add the oh yes. Squid is one of my baby sisters, and she's a great content creator. And you guys should follow her because she does some fun content. That's a hint, Heidi, to throw her links out. Oh, Mythic gave us 100 biddies. Data 3PO is the best. Oh, I love that. Data 3PO. We need to model that. That is absolutely needs to be a model. We need to do a mashup model of Data 3PO. So I think at this point we can start putting the bed together. The question is do I have enough screws? I believe I do. Where's the big screw? Oh, there. The big screw set's literally sitting over here. And I definitely have enough nuts because I am kind of nutty. Yep. Let's put the big camera back up. Stop sharing. And switch to the build cam again. I have quite a few screws loose. That would be a simple model to find. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just like put Data's head right on C-3PO. And then when you print him, make him pale as hell. So, has anybody here built an Enderwire? That's the question. Because I have a question about this piece here. Where's the camera? Does that go in the front or the back? Gord 2 as Data 3PO. Mid split on the body. Oh, yeah, that would work. All right, so let's go look at the Underwire instructions and see if we can figure this out. Because the Underwire instructions are, in fact, different, but they're not so different that I haven't been able to figure stuff out. And Fizzy actually did a really, really good wiki. So let me do this. Can I add a cam? No, it's not going to allow me to add an independent camera that's already in use. And I don't have a separate cam for this, so that's all right. So bed carriage. Oh, so those actually do need heat inserts. I'll be damned. All right. Okay, so this little piece here goes towards the back, just so you guys know. So in fact, it goes this way. Perfecto. Thank you for the follow, the Man Owl. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the fam. We're just chilling like a villain, putting a printer together. Having some fun today. Just, you know, it's been a long week, and I just wanted to do something fun with everybody. It's not that I didn't have a serious topic or anything like that we couldn't talk about. We can talk about anything. We can talk about the bond tech issue. We can talk about all sorts of stuff. These are cooled off enough. By the way, guys, come on. Come on, get in camera frame. That QR code works. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you can, scan the QR code. So we just printed the end caps for this. These, Jonathan, I almost miss the extra 2 foot on this workbench. Except for I can't walk around. I wouldn't be able to walk around it.
Yeah, I could sort of see
Here.
that.
Oh, what do you guys think? Doesn't that look sick? That is just, that color combination is just sweet. John, I had actually thought about it when I made this shirt to do a Rick Roll redirect. What is a Trinity Max Neo? That's what we're looking at right now. It is a conversion of the Ender 3 Max Neo into a switch wire. That is just one of the coolest color combinations. The sparkle black, purple, and yellow. All of this provided from central3dprinting.com. Jake, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated, buddy. Every time someone follows you, welcome to the shit show goes through your head. You know, I feel for you there. I resonate with that. This is a relatively inexpensive way, as long as you have some extra hardware laying around, to take an older printer and upgrade it to a little bit more modern standards and make it more accurate, faster, and just way cooler looking. And by the way, everybody, I've got to show this off. I've got to sand it down because I have dented the snot out of it, because this is an actual functioning workshop. But we're going to take this off of here for the moment. And I want to show you guys this sick Lazy Susan that we got from LTX Designs. Oh, don't want to do that. Come on, get that. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Custom resin inlay. He makes some of the coolest things. And I am so appreciative of him for having the mindset genius to make some of this stuff. But yeah, I do need to sand it down a bit, and then you know, make it nice and respray it, because I want to keep it nice, you know. Yeah, LTX does awesome work. He really does. And he's a really nice guy. There we go. And I got the smaller version. He actually made 2 different versions of this. I got the smaller one thinking I won't need the bigger one. Eventually, I'm going to get the bigger one. Raj. Oh, my God. Raj. Oh, my gosh. Guys, it's Raj. Welcome, buddy. It's been a while. How you doing? Yeah, I know. I kind of went over the top with that. There's a little bit of resistance there. I wonder why. Oh, okay. It was just because of the placement. See, that's the end stop for this. So that's fine. That will never go past that. But the rear, I'm going to have to put some end stops there. So I'm going to have to do something here, because I can't put, I'm going to have to put the screw, the bolts in, and the nuts, I mean. Maybe I should super glue the nuts in. Just a little dab of super glue to hold them in. Would you guys think that'd be a recommended thing? Huh? You guys think that? Just a little dab of super glue to keep them held in there on the sides, because it's going to be upside down. You bought one from him that can hold the Voron too? Yeah, $350. Didn't do the colored epoxy layer since it's really expensive, but has the logo and the clear coat. That is awesome. Doggo time. All right. Sounds good. Wonder if you can do one about 36 inches. I imagine so. I mean, let's be honest. The Lazy Susans aren't that difficult to actually build. It's the custom inlay with the router work. I mean, that's just even with a laser or a, CNC, that's sick. We're gonna use this stuff here. Make sure or not. Holy cow! What the? Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a double cap. I forgot about that. This nozzle cleaned off. You made a 550 lazy Susan. Top is MDF. Yeah, that's what this is. This is MDF. So we're just going to put a little drop just on the sides here. Doesn't need to be much. The hell was that? Well, that just went straight through. Well, we're going to have to clean that up. Where's the yeah, that got a little bit much. I forgot how runny that stuff was. Got it all over the table too. I'm like, what the heck, man? This is just as long as you don't get it on threads is all that really matters. There we go. These are easy to clean out. The stuff that's gel, the nozzles are really difficult. Oh, a butcher block top would be pretty sick. You guys remember when IKEA used to sell the butcher block top tables for like $80? Like 6 foot long, 5-6 foot long. Those are not $80 anymore. They're $200.
Wow.
That's what I wanted to put on the top of this. This whole, I wanted to do that for this workbench. And it is not feasible anymore. Not financially feasible at all. Well, that's what your desk is, an 8-foot butcher block side from IKEA. Yeah. They're great. They were inexpensive, and they are no longer inexpensive. Right. I am trying to keep the trash to a minimum. Sadly, it doesn't work. Yeah, the 8-footer was like $130, and I think it will cost you like $20 to ship it. And then I actually went to Home Depot to go find a solid core door, and those used to be like $60 to $70. Now they're double that. It's like, what in the world, man? Yeah, my nearest IKEA is like 4.5 hours from me. So, welcome, Kenneth Davis. How you doing, man? Welcome. I have literally never stepped foot in an IKEA in my entire life.
I mean, the last time I went to IKEA, I was getting the topper for the snap maker.
Yeah, the lumber shortage drove everything up, and then it never went down really. I was so thankful that 2x4s and plywood went down, or else this shop would have never been built. All right. No, that's still not dry. Give it a few more minutes. Patience is what's necessary for that. Well, we're going to sit here and talk and all that good stuff while that's drying. That's the next step of what we're going to be doing. Showers are nice. They are. I actually, when I built this shop, I had actually considered extending it on with a bathroom. But then I found out how much it was going to cost me to pipe just a, partial restroom to the sewer that is literally 20 feet away. And I'm like, no. I mean, it really wasn't that bad, but it's 6 foot down. It was $8,000. No, it was $8,000, Viper. It was $8,000. The total cost, it was going to be $8,000, 6 foot trench. And it was going to be on the west side, right where the Voron PC is sitting right now. In that corner, there'd be a small door that led to a small room for a restroom. And, just with a wash basin and a commode. And I was like, $8,000 for that. That's insane. Oh, my Lord. Let's go take a look at things here. Come on. Come on. There you go. There we are. And I set up my workflow today and on the monitors. I got 4 monitors on this PC, a little bit differently, so I can actually see everybody, see what we're doing. It's working out pretty well. And if I need to access, my the bot dashboard or anything, I can do that very quickly now, and still have another monitor for accessing the project windows and stuff like that. Raj, bacon sandwich, dude. You can't have a bacon sandwich unless you're going to share, buddy.
Yeah.
What's up, Alex? How you doing, man? By the way, once again, anybody else wants to join just to shoot the breeze, we are just sitting here, and I'm just building this printer and just chilling. It's just a calm, easy, day just to relax and enjoy the morning, early afternoon. Working on the Stealth Changer. When do you start streaming, brother? Or are you going to stream today? $5 Eastern. Cool. So as a reminder, make sure you guys later today head over to Projects in Dad's Garage and go watch the Stealth Changer build, 5 o'clock Eastern, on here and on YouTube's. And follow BuildOverbot. Follow all the amazing creators. What does the thing actually do? It's a 3D printer, David. Gato, thank you. You're from Argentina? Well, welcome, my friend. I hope you're enjoying things. We're just shooting the breeze today. Yeah, we're building a 3D printer. Yeah, I've got 14 of them. Or no, what was the last count? 15, 6, I don't even know. It's a lot. Most of them don't work at the moment. I've got, I think, 7 working printers right now. The rest of them are in need of some sort of rebuild, repair, or are a project. Like this one. Yeah, this was a Ender 3 Max Neo that we're making a little bit more modern. So what's the guy in the office up to? Right now, I don't know, but he's been designing a part for his sound bar recently.
Right now, I've been playing with these 3D scanners to try to 3D scan my orthotic.
Oh, see, there you go.
And
we're
so
a bunch of nerds, so
I am preparing the STL right now.
That is awesome. And this is Jonathan, by the way. I don't know why our names aren't showing up today.
I think it's because of the scroll
on the bar. You know what? Here, we can fix that.
Because it was doing it the other day to...
Yeah. Yep. We were talking about it this morning. He's going to try to make his own orthotic out of TPU filament.
Yeah. If I can get this to work. There we go.
Yes, it's the ticker tape. We fixed it. Well, there's different types of filament. TPU is a rubbery type filament that definitely does flex, and we make shoes out of it. There's a type called TPU Air that is actually really good for it. And I don't remember, somebody in chat, what is the actual stuff that they're using for the 3D printed Crocs these days? I can't remember what it's called. So let's go ahead and get this guy mounted, since I believe this is all set. So I believe I can fly. I believe M3x8s will reach the sky.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, download file.
And in reality, I just had to sit down and rest my back for a few minutes, so I apologize for that.
After you get scan,
Piva, yes, Piva. Thank you, Brad. I can never remember the name of that stuff.
I think that actually
55A would be so. Oh God, yes.
Let's see.
Let's grab some more. I'm just going to grab an entire handful of M3x8s. or just a palmful, maybe. I don't know. You can never have too many M3x8s. Look, Lazy Susan. We just move it around. The And now we're not going to actually put the bed on just yet because we need to actually do the electronics install. And to do that, we're going to have to find out what our placement of everything's going to be. Perfect. And then we're going to have to actually belt the Y. But we're going to wait for that.
Support. Enable support.
And Streamlabs is spamming the chat, baby.
See what it is.
All right. So what do you guys think so far? And then we've, of course, I showed this off. We've got the corner end caps that pop in right there. I'm going to have to find some very small button heads to do that. The color combination, I think, is just absolutely sick. Mr. Howie Do It, Brad, is actually the one, he and I would discuss it, and I was like, that is a sick combination we came up with. I think it works very, very well. Make a Benchy. Barking Cauldron, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. So I think then at this next point, we can actually do should we do the gantry? I think that's the next logical step. And I'm gonna have to pull some motors out and get the gantry set up. So we're going to use some 4240s. Like I said, whoa, that fell. What do we got in this box? That's an empty box. What's in here? Oh, yeah. We can use a 4260 somewhere. Well, those are a couple of 4234s, I believe. Yep, 4234s. 4240. But that's got a gear on it, and I don't want to take time to pull it off. All right, that's a 4234. Well, we could use 4234s for this. That's, that'll be fine. I've got gears and stuff. We got gears and stuff. You just read a little bit about James Hull. Pretty cool. Or Chuck Hull. Who's that? Do you know who that is? I don't know who that is.
Wait. And right now we are sending this prototype to the printer to print in PLA.
Cool.
I mean, it's not perfect, I can tell. Definitely will need some post-processing, but I want to see how it comes out at least.
So how are you, because it's curved, how are you printing it on the flat plate? Explain the process.
I'm going a little more on the flat side where I'm using supports.
Okay. What is this?
But
There's
it's
another 4240.
it definitely. I mean, you could go on this side. It's going to be a trial and error. That's why I'm using some
Yeah.
cheap filament to try it and go from there.
Well, see, there you go. That works.
I mean, it's something
All right.
where if I look at it this way, if I can make these things for under $400, I'll be happy.
I mean, that makes everybody happy to save a little bit of money and use our hobby, for the good of mankind.
Yeah, because for 400, that's what they would cost you. Went to a podiatrist to get these, and so it's like, and then once you have the file, your foot really shouldn't be changing that much shape over time.
No.
And so
So
I can get
which scanner app did you use? I'm curious.
let's see. I need to cancel one of the other ones. Which app did I use? Magiscan.
Okay, I've tried that one before, but I didn't get very far because I tried it on a really crappy phone. So
Yeah, because I used the advanced, so I went with LiDAR as well.
oh, okay. The
Yeah.
Chuck Hole. Wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
it took like
Stand
90
by.
pictures. It took like 90 total pictures of the orthotic.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
You went way back. All right, yeah. I was like trying to figure out who the heck you're talking about. Yeah. Charles Hull is who I knew him from. I'm like, who's Chuck Hull? Just about everywhere I've read about it, his name is Charles Hull. But Chuck Hull makes sense too. So yeah. Okay, let's see here. I am all for what you're doing and sharing the process is a good thing. Yeah, absolutely. Brought out a camera. Yeah, Bob, you're welcome on the stream. Sure. Let me find the link wherever I put it.
Or do you want me just to DM them to Bob?
Yeah, just shoot him. Yeah, shoot him over the link. That's awesome. All right, cool. So we're going to use 40. I found a pair of 4240s. They're going to have a little bit more strength to pull this baby up. Press F. Ever fix lawnmowers? Yep, I did.
There it goes.
What was that notification? I didn't see it. Did you see it? I didn't see it. Let me go back and look at the Streamlabs. It didn't show me on the Streamlabs. All right, what is going on? We're getting notifications and I'm not seeing them. What? Thank you. It is the build over bot in the basement.
Ooh.
With no audio.
No audio. Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so this will be about a 6-hour print.
Did I hear him?
Maybe very briefly.
Okay, I'm just. I think I got the mic working.
Yes, we can hear you
There
loud.
we go.
This is not a
Builder
basement.
Robot.
This is actually the shop. Let me turn the camera.
Okay, so it's the shop with a mezzanine.
That goes up to where my apartment is. But yeah, I built an apartment on the second floor of a lumber yard.
Oh, that
There's
works.
other ways to the apartment too. Let's see here. Studio.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Sorry, excuse the mess. This is a used to be a working garage. Now it's just turning into a makerspace.
You know what? That is all right. I am looking for gears.
See, this is how much of a mess it is. So
Yeah. It's no worse than my apartment.
Of a mess.
Yeah.
Aha! A whole drawer full of GT gears. Uh-oh, they're the wrong size.
you say it's not worse in your apartment, but I didn't zoom in on the bins over there, Jonathan.
Well, there's four of them. They're too big.
I think we're about equal, to be honest. I think they're probably about equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I'm a guy that actually scrapped 7 tons of steel out of his garage to go to Murph.
That is true. I know. Actually, so doing this project, Bob, I might actually have to learn Blender a little bit because the way it scanned like a little bit more on like the edging here. So I might have to. We'll see. It'll be a work in progress.
Well, the cool thing about Blender is it's actually pretty simple to smooth edges and move things around.
Yeah.
But see, he may find it easier in like Nomad Sculpt if he.
Yeah, Nomad Sculpt works well too
for that type of job.
Yeah, because it's basically more or less just removing material, I think, coming off the scan. But
and if you actually need help, we can help you out.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, I am by far no expert whatsoever, and I kind of suck at sculpting, but I've played around with it enough to where I can do small things like that. So,
yeah.
Oh, it's doable. I mean, I'm not saying Jonathan can't do it. It's just
I just know CAD is not the software to be touching something like that up.
Honestly, taking material out, I think you can do in CAD and then export it as a object instead of an STL, and you might get an okay result. In fact, it may be something you want to do to test in PLA.
Oh, believe me, I'm testing. I've got it. I'm doing the PLA right now of what it came up with. I want to see what it.
Yeah, I'm talking about after you do the project, because that may open it up to some people that aren't going to have the time to learn Blender for the scan.
Oh, true.
To where you've got something that they may be able to use, because Blender is on a different level than CAD of learning.
Yeah.
Anybody that's being honest will tell you that.
Yeah.
That's why everybody who tries, or half the people who try Blender quit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but while I'm actually typically been busy lately, I'll be working on cars. The wife has or as I say, my dishwasher has a blender function. But I'm sure she would be willing to help you out.
Yep.
As well.
See
if we get Captain Kearn canceled for that comment.
Nah.
Let's see. Let's go.
My adult teenage boys are my dishwashers. So.
Well, Sandy is actually
wouldn't be-
shopping for a dishwasher, so I may not be able to use that joke much longer.
You know, this is literally the classic. It would not be one of my streams if I can't find something. I ordered 3 packs of GT gears, and I can't find a single one of them. I found the ones that have the wrong size, wrong spindle size, which, you know, oh, there's one gear. That's all I need. It's a black one, but I don't care. Anybody ordering gears off of Amazon, you need to actually be aware of this. They're notorious for sending you the wrong gears. So buy some reputable sources.
I think that's good advice for anything on Amazon, because they will list everything as multiple things just to get it to purchase, and then you have to deal with returns. And if you return enough from Amazon, you'll actually lose rights to returns. So, you know.
Yeah.
I need to edit this.
Just wait till Amazon has a monopoly. They'll stop taking things back.
I mean, yeah. I'm waiting for the announcement that Amazon bought AliExpress.
What?
I actually don't think they will.
Or Temu, one of the two.
Temu has such a bad reputation. That's kind of like the Wish. I mean, at least they changed the name to where it doesn't like Wish you got the right item and jokes and stuff like that. But, or you wish you bought something else. But now, granted, this is an opinion. I don't think Amazon will buy them because I don't see the benefit in it to them. They're already doing the same thing as Wish. They're just making more money. Or, sorry, Temu.
Well, I mean, look what they're doing with Amazon Haul, though. They're selling the same stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. They're doing it without buying them.
Yeah.
I think that they can get enough market share to where buying them isn't going to give them any more. And maybe I'm wrong, but
it's an interesting dynamic, honestly.
There we go.
And one of the things that I've been stressing in a lot of my videos is use what you have and scrounge for the rest. Save as much money as you can on these projects. But when you have to buy stuff, try to buy as much quality parts as you can. Because these projects don't have to be expensive. But don't buy the absolute cheapest things on the planet. Because you will end up regretting that. Been there, done that.
Yeah, there is a
Lessons learned by Captain Kearn.
I need to make a sound effect for that.
Oh, no. It's already been done. I was just going to show you guys this. My good friend Dave from 3D Printing and Tea messaged me the other night after I was on Meet the Maker with with Joel over at Polymaker. And let me download this on this computer.
Oh, yeah.
Share video. I think everybody's going to enjoy this. Are you going to allow me to share video? Downloads. Where is it? What folder did it put it in? It's in the downloads folder. Okay. So we're going to, can I drag and drop it? Yeah. Well, it allowed me to drag and drop it. It says it's already here, but it's not showing up. Am I going to have to play this in a... All right, fine. We will do it this way. Share screen.
Yeah.
I guess I have to do entire screen. You guys are going to love this.
Level beds and let it burn. Next time's better lessons learned from Captain Kearn. Level beds and let it
We'll do it
burn.
again.
Next time's better lessons learned from Captain Kearn. Level beds and let it burn. Next time's better lessons learned from Captain Kearn.
The whole AIT thing, though, that just kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Technically, the AI dancing stuff and the fact that how much they can do is kind of insane.
It's all creepy.
Yeah.
It's even disturbing some of the things we can make. Like we made a soundtrack for a car show. Basically, there's entire songs about cars. Just all you do is write a poem and you send it to an AI program and it makes a song out of it. You know.
Yeah, that was Dave from 3D Printing and 3D&T Printing. That made that, and it's hilarious. All right, I think these are M3 by 20s. That we're
Did he have a longer version of it, or did he just send you that?
You just sent that. That's the well, there's a video. Did you see the video?
Well, I guarantee you that audio is longer by the way it was cut. He's got a longer song. He just didn't send it to you.
Yeah, probably.
But that could have been the good part out of it that, that worked for it. Because
now we're going to have to go M3 by 25. Ooh, M3 by 30. There's no way that's going to take M3 by 30s or M3 by 35s. Those are really freaking long. I don't know. We'll see.
are those the orthotics that you're printing, Jonathan?
Yeah, those are the orthotics right now. It's like this one here, I'm more concerned about, okay, how is the arch compared to the original? That's more what my
3 by 35s. So anybody building this, the Y, well, no, it'd be the Z, is M3 by 35 for the motor mount.
And then that one there is the TV bracket mount printing in ABS.
Just out of curiosity, you wouldn't show us what the scan looks like, would you?
Sure, I can at least I can bring in Leah. Let me.
You should be able to share your screen on that.
Yeah, I should be able to share.
Well, the question is can I give him or I've got an idea that might save him a lot of work and would be easy for somebody to reproduce.
So here is at least the way it came in. Or I'm going to prepare. There we go. So that's the way it came in from the scanners. Like this is where I'm probably gonna have to cut off some material over on the right here.
Mm-hmm. I'm worried about the back corner for an orthotic, and you got some on the front corner on the side that could be an issue from the scan right there, where you're a little below where your mouse is, right there.
Yeah.
And you have to carve some of that out to get it to fit in your shoe, right?
Yeah, I mean, but this is it's more of a trial to see how this comes out first.
I was trying to
It's
see if
fine.
you could slice it and cut it in the slicer, and I think mostly you can, other than that area.
Yeah, like, this is the main area. I know we're gonna have to cut something. But
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to cut that out.
oh yeah, but I mean, for this one here, it's more about making sure. Okay, is this arch close to it? It looks like it is because the heel cup looks very similar.
And you used what, like a Creality scanner?
No, I used an app on my phone.
Okay, one thing you may get some better quality on is get some dry shampoo and spray it with that. It'll put a white powder on it, and we were getting finer detail when we did have our scanner working. I'm looking for a new one, which
I mean that makes sense because the phone is using LiDAR. Okay, I'll definitely pick some up and try that too. See it. But I mean, overall, I'm pretty happy with that scan. It's
Looks pretty cool. What's up,
Yeah.
Clown Hammer?
let's go back to. Oops. Let's see, and I'll stop sharing. Go back. And then cool.
I just thought maybe we could look at it and see if we could, because if the scan was right, you can actually cut some off in the slicer.
Yeah.
And the simpler you can make it for everybody reproducing it, because you could save people $500 a year on some of that stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you can get a.
That means more printing if you can save $500, you know, because if
Oh,
you
yeah.
use what, $20 a roll for what we figure you're going to use, maybe
Yeah.
40.
Maybe 40. I might go Soraya Tech on the final product.
But
Well, I
you're
mean,
still,
if you went
you're
if
cheaper
you
than
went
what
with
the ortho-
TPU like 55A or something like that, I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, even like 65, $75 a roll. It's still
Yeah.
worth it.
Oh yeah.
He'll produce 3 or 4 for what he'd be able to essentially, and you can store them because your feet don't change for when they wear out. But because some of those orthotics are costing people $500-$600.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, if I was to get a new pair of these would be, the $500-$600 because you're going to have the podiatrist appointments associated with them.
So, yeah. So you could be, or that process and videos on it could save people hundreds of dollars, that's a lot of printer food.
Yeah.
We all have printers to feed.
I mean, say $500 or $600, man, that's a couple new printers every year.
Yeah. Because, believe me, if I get this work, then they'll never complain about me buying the printers.
And you know that's
Speaking of
excuses
$500
for
or
lots of people to
$600
buy
printers.
It is.
I was doing some research and not some research, but some reading early this morning. And those that have actually seen the Infomec in person say that it is substantially impressive.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might roll the dice on that one. I'm thinking I might. Just let me shut the light off the other room now.
Okay, forgive me because I get most of my, unfortunately, tech news from you or Dad's Garage. I thought we discussed it a little bit, but I'm not totally familiar with that one.
It's the one that it is cheap.
It's the it's kind of the index clone.
Okay, yes, now I know which one you're talking about. The one that they're claiming he copied them.
Yeah, they literally had their booth right across from Vontech in the Japan show, which I kind of honestly thought was hilarious.
Okay, we discussed it on projects in Dad's Garage a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. But there was some. I was doing some reading. There were some Reddit threads that I read this morning, and the people that since their big announcements and they've been pushing it pretty heavily. The people that have actually seen this machine in person say it is very impressive, and Infomex says this thing's going to ship completely assembled.
I wonder if they're going to use the proper epoxy. Yes, I know.
Well, that's a good one. Will it suffer the same issues out of the gate? Jordan, I don't know. So there's a lot of questions going on about all of these machines, and I have questions about every single thing that's coming out right now because of that. Including the Soval and everybody else's, because is everybody going to be cutting corners right now?
I think 3D printing is about to hit a rough patch because a lot of people hate on it. And that happened with tumblers and some of the other things. They hit a rough patch. So I think the companies are going to tighten up and cut corners. Now, do I think 3D printing is gone? No, because it's not like tumblers. It's not a one-hit wonder there. We can do lots of things with 3D printers, but as we see fidgets in stores, I think they're looking at the writing on the wall and cutting corners and making all the money they can right away, thinking it may die.
Yeah. Brian, I use my FlashForge every single day. That thing's got over 5,000 hours on the second board. It's a little workhorse. It's been pumping out parts and stuff every single day. It's let's see
You
here.
mean you'll get a new printer every week? Come on.
It's right here. Right here.
We all are going to have favorite printers, but almost all of them work anymore. Now we're going to run into things like I know we were making fun of Bondtech here, but things like that every once in a while where they're going to fix that. They're going to have to.
Well, they're too far into it not to fix it.
Yes.
They've got two choices: fix it or go bankrupt.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to fix it. So the issue that most of us are concerned with on the index is going to be repaired. It's just but in the most case, I think most printers are usable. Where some of us complain is they're not always usable right out of the gate on the first iteration, and sometimes the fix is not backwards compatible and they screw everybody.
Yeah. So. OmniWorks says, I watched a video that was on YouTube feed. Says the guy flat out saying that selling 3D prints isn't a business. It shouldn't irritate me as much as it does, but that legit is what I'm trying to start right now. It is, in fact, actually a real business. Selling anything is a real business.
Mm-hmm.
We sell prints at shows. It is a business. We're just saying that at craft shows, it's getting a lot of hate right now. So there's going to be a little bit of a backlash, just like there was with tumblers. Doesn't mean that. Yeah, Thingiverse also said selling designs and selling prints is not a business. So you are right, Free Heathen. They have actually publicly said that.
Sadly.
I can't believe it didn't hurt them with designers, them telling them the designers shouldn't make any money off their designs.
That bothers the snot out of me.
I think if you're doing work, either people should, in fact, everybody should appreciate when they are given free designs, because that is some time out of somebody's day. It's the same as like Captain Kearn showing us how he's building a printer. That is time out of his day given to us. He deserves to get paid for his time.
Hey, Bob, I'm loving.
Come on. Give me a check.
I'm loving the
credit card
filament on the
The
knitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That knitted the dual color pops. I mean, I
It
think that's the
does.
prettiest dragon ever made. It was now granted it
You
took
know
her
what?
3 months to make it.
I like it. It feels stronger than say this one.
What's up, Ethan? How you doing, buddy?
It, especially if you were to give it a kid, I would rather give the kid this one than this one because this feels stronger.
I guarantee
What did
you
I
it
do with
is
the rest of
stronger.
these?
Yank the two apart and you will see a huge difference. I guarantee you ours are stronger. There is not a stronger dragon on the market. Because we did spend months perfecting our joints.
Oh yeah, I mean, you look at this thing; you can tell it's not a rushed piece of work when you look at it.
So the other Max Neo 300 that is actually inside the house and fully functioning now, I'm actually going to be printing one of your dragons on it. Just because it's a 300 and I want to build it big.
If it's a paid file, definitely email me and I'll.
Oh no, I'm going to get a subscription to you. So
I appreciate it.
like you said,
there's
you
some of
deserve
this
to be paid.
I get that, and there's two things on this. One, I actually do wish that I could give away files to everybody who wasn't selling. But if I do that, then nobody can sell my prints. So that's the reason we don't do that.
What is your subscription over on Printables? It's what, $10?
Yes,
It's $10 a month.
My goal is everybody can make money.
You get $10 a month, and you have what, like 1,000 files or something?
Technically, there's around 1,000. I think we've got them split up in like 700 or 800 different. Because there's some where we tried to put like keychains and stuff together at one time, and then we started getting complaints on them. So there'll be a file with 3 or 4 files, and like the T-Rex, which is free, that's got like 4 plates, I think, on it. Yeah.
I mean, Brad's printing one right now, pretty much as we speak.
But I mean, $10 a month for access to that amount of files is like, honestly, like silly low.
Especially for a commercial license.
Yeah, and that is commercial license. I don't do homeowner license. Because again, you're asking people to be honest. I want to be fair. Plus, we produce files every month. There's rarely a week where we haven't published at least 2 files.
Cool.
I've got this next coming month. I have plans to, use some of my YouTube and Twitch monies to start supporting creators that are, that I enjoy printing some of their stuff. And, you're on that list, and there's a few others on that list as well. Including, the Heathen and, like Beardy and a few others that are, and I think it's just right because everybody works really hard to make these things. And even if you're going up to going up to Printables or Maker World or wherever, and you're downloading a model for free, you should still be supporting the creator at some point.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like time gets put into making those models to begin with. And a lot of people don't even utilize the option to tip people. I don't know if you have that set up or not.
I don't, because the way when I was doing some of that stuff, it was like, oh, well, somebody gives you $1, you get 20 cents. It's like, I'd rather them keep the $1.
So if you do it through Ko-Fi or something like that, you get like 90% of it.
I'll look at those,
but transaction fee. So
but like if I sell a file on cults, for example, for like $1, I'll get like 20 cents.
Yeah.
Is it really worth it? So same with like things. The reason it was $10 is we actually tried to do 5. I know it sounds weird, but originally we didn't have near the files we had when we first set it up. We were trying to do $5 a month. We were just starting. We didn't realize that how much. We didn't think about how much people were making. We wanted it cheap so people could sign up and do a non-commercial tier. It cost us money to set up the $5 account. We lost money on their profile for a $5 account when we looked at it. We had to pay them every month. So we did. That's why it's 10.
Okay,
Now-
I have run into an issue here. How in the heck do I fix this?
Should you have put that on earlier?
No, the this cross brace, the bolts here literally interrupt where I can put anything to mount this. These do go on the front on this, right? Go back and look at the pictures.
I remember there used to be a girl that was famous for printing slugs on there, and she
I
would give
remember
him
her.
like $20 every so month. Huh? Yeah.
I remember.
She would
her.
give the guy like $20 because I knew the guy that did it. He claimed she hardly ever tipped him, but she always acted like she did, which at least she did that, I guess. Pretended, so not everybody just stole his file.
Yeah.
But we have a file like that we never released that we did realistic poop that moved like the slug. I don't think she ever published it. There was a few things we didn't publish because she didn't think it matched our brand. The irony with the poop is we thought it would be cute for fun boys or for little boys. We only sold it to about 6-year-old girls. That's it. And it sold really well for 6-year-old girls.
Interesting.
I never would have actually guessed that.
Same. I never would have guessed that either.
So yeah, we're looking at the picture here. They do go in the front. Yeah. Is there a space? No, spacer block don't work. Like I said, this is a weird project because there are no instructions.
Instructions cost money.
They do.
And really, as much as, the print files and everything are beautiful quality and everything. And one of the issues that I have run into is that nobody is answering anything in his Discord.
Oh, did you like our instructions? Oh, you did. I guess you're not printing it on the T-Rex, or did you ever see those? Our low budget instructions.
Brad could certainly comment on that.
Actually too long. I just realized that these are actually too long. So I'm going to actually have to try an M3 by 30.
OmniWorks, I never would have actually guessed it, but I don't think we're selling it anymore because I don't even know if we still have the file.
Yep.
She wanted to learn how the slug worked
30s.
and how to make the file to where, and it was early in our design career. So we designed it and made them, but the slug file is so weak and you can't make it strong that we primarily don't like making too many of them. But we did do the poops and sold them for a little while at shows. But we are so anal about how strong our files are. Anything can be broken. But once we got that knitted dragon, which that was I think our first really strong joint. Once we figured out the joints and how to make stronger ones, we never wanted to go back and release the other stuff.
Once you go TPMSD, you never go back, man.
I mean, what it is we get people start printing it, and anybody who's actually, I think, held one of our dragons and compared it to the others, most of the other ones at least. There are some that are doing joints similar to us now, but originally, when you pick up ours or you pick up the more popular units, you will see a difference in the joint if you pay attention.
Yeah, you just feel it.
Yeah, I don't have any out here, sorry, but yeah,
We're gonna highlight Bob since he's talking.
see my mess. I'll probably raise this up and hide some more of the mess. But this is my wife's table she bought me. It picks up 2,000 pounds from the ground.
Oh, so when you start building a Venture XL, it will be no problem.
Actually, it would not be a problem. That's why I said I wanted a large basic. This is what 48-inch square table. But yeah, this is a great little purchase she got me for $200 one day. Has
Wow,
wheels that rolls around. Yeah, we used to do auctions where we sold stuff. That's how we have a lot of the stuff we have. We would go to an auction, buy a bunch of stuff, and sell off what we didn't want. You know.
So one of the things I actually found pretty funny is we were, remember that we were told early in the spring that, and mind you, I can't afford one and I have no need for one, even though it'd be fun to build one, is the Phoenix would be finished and ready for release by the end of July. And it's August.
Wait, didn't they drop that one?
No, Phoenix is still under. They're still working on it. Big 500 printer, or no, Phoenix is bigger than 500.
I think a lot of us.
It's a monster.
I think a lot of us get into this where we think it's going to take that much hours, and then life gets in the way. I run into that. Like, I thought my makerspace would be open right now, and about halfway through the process of even designing the thing, I've got to redesign the entire shop.
Yeah.
No.
And it's not that I'm actually criticizing the Voron team, because designing a printer is incredibly difficult. People think it's easy. Throw extrusions together and go. It's really not as simple as people make it out to be, especially something that's that size.
The larger you go, the more deflection there is, and the more issues you have.
Yep.
That's why and plus you got bed leveling issues. Finding a flat piece of steel or aluminum, even the size to make a bed that can support the weight and do everything you need to do to heat up. All of that is an entire issue that you've got to overcome. So I want a 1 meter by 1 meter printer. I actually do have the room for it, but I can't justify the price because they can't build them cheap.
So I've actually talked to the folks over at Howell. Have you seen their printers?
No, I don't think I have.
I'll send you a link after the show. They're a Chinese company. They build mega size printers. Like the Orange Storm Giga is $2,400 for 1,000. 1,000 by 1,000. They're $2,300 printer, and it's a quality built printer, like actual real extrusion, with an actual real warranty and real tech support on it. And I'm not saying that Elegoo doesn't support it. I'm just saying that it was just built badly.
Yeah.
But their $2,400 printer is 1,600 by 1,600. It's enormous.
Yeah, but right now, for me to get something that size, I'd have to have it sponsored, and I'm not to that stage. because we have to get. I think I'm leaning more towards some unusual printers. I want a belt printer right now. I want. We're looking at pottery for printing.
Yes.
So that, because we have a kiln to a full size kiln to actually do stuff with it.
Yeah.
But I want to do more of that stuff right now because of the more unusual nature of it. Also, I want to do
Tronxy actually has a really neat pottery printer.
I've looked at that one, and that's
I don't know anything about them.
Apparently, they're hard to use, but I've got more than what your average maker has in their shop, so I think I can work with some things that others may have a problem with.
Yeah.
You know, like I know it's not a great mill, but actually right behind me, there's actually a milling machine. I've got a lathe over on the other side. I've got, you know, so I can work with things. I've got air compressors that would power it to work around some certain or some issues. You know, I probably should be reaching out for troubleshooting because I can actually build parts that a lot of makers can't in their house, and I understand why. That's why I'm trying to open a makerspace. Is literally to open up our shop to
parts here. See if I can figure out how that's the Z gantry. I'm trying to figure out how this thing goes together.
Instructions, Howie. I thought it was kind of funny. We for the low budget. The wife did those.
Hey, pictorial instructions are awesome. I like those a whole lot better than anything.
To answer your question, does it feel contradictory and hypocritical when people sell licenses for commercial licenses that they aren't honoring? It's illegal. And I know people don't like to hear it. It is illegal. I cannot sell you a license for a Disney product.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, God, excuse me. If you don't own the IP, you can't sell the license. That's the law.
And personally, to me, it's lazy and insulting. Well, the instructions are correct. It's just I was teasing her. They were kind of low budget. Sadly, it would have been easier for her to do a 3D rendering in Blender than it would have been to do that. But I think she wanted the humor in it.
But, I am actually flabbergastedly stuck here. I have no idea. That is a belt thing. Those are the gantry mounts. That goes to the bottom of that, which doesn't matter at this point. That doesn't matter at this point. Huh. All right. Well, I'm going to have to go through and look at some instructions of go look at some other projects and see if we can't figure this out. Since this is the project, you know, when you start a project, everybody, if it doesn't have actual instructions, you have to go figure it out yourself. And a lot of these projects that you start only have CAD. This one doesn't even have CAD. Which is
I'm actually used to really fun. Fixing things without instructions. I've been doing that all my life. Repairing things that, like, I'll work on things that are 40, 50 years old and the instructions are gone. Some of the tools I have are 100 years old that I restored. There are no instructions anymore. And sometimes I get them in boxes. But to be fair, nobody should also honor my views on IP, because I think if you didn't start with a square in the center of the screen, it's not your file. And I even put that as if I load a picture of a school bus in my Blender and I model that school bus, that's not my file. That's how far I take it. But I know not everybody's going to take it there.
Yeah. Well, we got about 15 minutes of the show left here. And I am on the hunt for stuff. Did get a little bit accomplished here, even though I spent a lot of time looking for stuff. Which is fairly normal for me. But it does look good, I gotta say.
I mean, Zach Freeman did change it enough. I actually am not on that because while the other one's files are in the same vein, I honestly think there's enough changes in Freeman's to warrant the changes. And also a square box, come on. If we start letting people claim that I own a square box, then it'd be like me claiming my joint, the joint of my dragon. That's I'm saying it's stronger than everybody else's because the way we sculpt it, the way we don't use files. There are things we do that are not proprietary, but let's say I just claim my joints are stronger than everybody else's. I claim that's my joint. I was inspired by a wooden toy that was carved a century ago. So did I come up with that or did I not? There's certain levels we shouldn't get. But if you're selling it as somebody else's design, that's an entirely different story. And sorry to take over or to.
Oh, no, go ahead. You are doing fine, man. Don't worry about it.
And I know he's asking opinions, and I know it's a nuanced opinion, but I also did not know anything about Chappelle's when I saw it.
So this.
And if you design your file from art, I'm even going to say if you got a membership of ours and you put a hat on one of our creatures, that's part of the commercial rights. Where I draw the line on that would be is if you decide, well, I own this file, I can sell the file. No, because you didn't design it all. It's not your file. But I'm perfectly cool with you putting a hat on one. You know? But just don't steal somebody else's hat and think you did something, you know. I think the hardest part is getting started, Maker. I think that you've already accomplished that stage. So we'll.
Heathen's being facetious. I only make a few designs. Tack a number of zeros onto that one.
Yeah, he's trying to just be a smart one there.
That's why I wasn't giving him a serious answer.
Because he knows what to do.
Senor smart ass.
Yeah, just getting started here designing. What's your advice? Yeah, come on, Maker. You started before I did. In fact, I actually would not exist if it wasn't for Maker. Because I complained in his stream about people saying that my files were stolen from somebody else. And he said, come play with me and post them to things. They have a contest over here. So I honestly would not exist if it wasn't for Maker.
Cool.
All right, I gotta put heat sets in these and do something with 2 heat sets in that, and work on the gantry install These motors, I don't know what to do with this just yet. I am at a complete loss.
Motors are installed with a hammer, right?
Yeah. Well, so I'm looking at this picture of the actual ender wire, and this does not look anything like, because the ender wire, you actually remount the vertical to the top instead of to the sides. Right here. So this makes sense. Well, on the 300, it's on the sides of it, it's spread out. Well, it's on the regular Ender 3. It's on the top of the horizontal extrusions. On the 300, it's on the outside. So the creator has changed it, the way the motors mount, and I'm trying to figure out just how in God's name this mounts. Because this doesn't make sense. And because there are no instructions and no pictures, because I cannot find a single picture of a completed version of this, even though there are people that say they have actually done it. It's just going to be figure it out myself. And I enjoy that. It's just going to take time. Because the parts are all here. It's just a matter of how they go together. Because like I said, there are no instructions. This is what we get right here. This tab. This is literally all we get. We got the files and that's it. We got the tools, extra parts. There's nothing in here that says how this goes together. And this is what I'm working on right now, working with is the Z. So very, very fascinating. We'll figure it out though. Extrusion hole cable cover right side old C14. What the hell does that mean? Seriously, man, what are we talking about? Oh, I bet you I know what this is. It's to cover the where the power plug was. No, that's a little bit big. Yep, I'm I don't know. We'll figure it out though. Nothing makes sense, people. Nothing makes sense. Boing. So, anybody got anything else?
You have to be in ours, in my own stream, because I'm not going that controversial. I think in Kearn's. Out of respect for the Captain Kearn, I will not.
Well, I appreciate that. I'd rather not get banned.
When you get to that level of discussion, I think that's not fair.
I'm pretty sure my YouTube partner manager would not like having that discussion with me. You got banned because of what?
I think when you get to that level, yeah, it's just better off not.
Well,
And I'm a
folks,
moron, so my channel's different.
well, normally I'm a moron, but I have to take a little bit more care these days. If it was just Twitch, we'd be fine, but we're on YouTube as well. YouTube's a little bit more picky.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit. We're going to go ahead and call it a day, everybody. I hope you guys have had fun. We're just, it's just been a nice, fun, chill day. We've had everybody's had a long, long week. And I've had a super long week with a lot of podcasts and a lot of stress trying to get everything ready for the Stand Up to Cancer event for next week. Starts on August 5th, and we'll be here at 2 p.m. Eastern every single day for 11 days straight, ending at 8 p.m. every day for 11 days straight. And all I ask of you guys, at the very least, is show up, even for a while. And if you got anything extra in your pocketbook, it goes to one of the greatest things in the world, fighting cancer. And this year, we're not going towards the general fund for Stand Up to Cancer. We are literally going directly towards funding an actual researcher and one project. So it is absolutely worth it. I have 12 sponsors right now. And I've got a couple more still coming in. Some amazing prizes and giveaways that we're going to be doing. A lot of filament. I know everybody loves filament, so it's going to be great. And I got a really nice grand prize for the last day. Not as big as Paz Liz's, but just as good because it's a project. It's something you got to put together. It fits the whole theme of what we do. We put stuff together. But I hope you guys enjoyed today. We'll see you again next week when we start everything off. And I'll see you guys in your streams. Let's go find somebody to raid on Twitch. See what we can do with that. Let's see. Where did I put that browser window? I know I put that browser window up here somewhere. Let's see. There we are. There's that browser window. Let's go find all the good people on the Twitchies. I'm gonna go straight to Twitch and go look because it's not my suggested is not actually coming up with much.
I mean, Shenanigans is live with his IRL. That's enough.
Shenanigans is live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are going to send you guys over to our friend Shenanigans 3D over on the Twitch side. No, don't filter it out. Jiminy crickets. Stop it. Just stop it. All right. This is ridiculous. Give me following. There. And start that raid. You guys tell him I sent you. And we'll see you again next week. Peace and chicken grease, everybody. We're out of here. Maybe. I can't click buttons. Oh, this is just wonderful. Nothing's working.
At least they're not the only one on that.
No, seriously, I cannot click the in stream button.
Get rated for me.
There we are. Finally.